Hi everybody, it's been a while since I made a video, so I wanted to start getting back into making videos, but aside from my question answer videos, like if you have a question about my dwarfism or are curious about something, I'm still going to be making those. Excuse me, but I wanted to try to delve into making Trying To Conceive vlogs, which basically just means we're trying to have a baby, and I wanted to share our journey with you, and in hopes, for one, it'll be our first baby, first baby, and I'll explain more about that later, but it'll be our first baby, and I wanted to document that, the whole process, and even after I have the baby. And two is so you guys have it from a little person's perspective. I have lots of friends that are little people that have had babies, but I haven't seen very many YouTube videos about it. So I thought, hey, why don't I do that? And, you know, just like I said, educate people. So I am starting off this with a Trying to Conceive tag, and it's actually like 2 tags, so I'm like combining it and stuff. So yeah, so if you see me looking over here, there's 1 tag right there, and if I'm looking down, it's the other tag, which is on my old phone. So let's get into this. Okay. Alrighty, what's your name? My name is, I think we all know this, my name is Renee. I'm 31 years old. I just turned 31 in September. Okay, what else? Oh gosh, I know I'm already messing up. Marital status, I am engaged. I've been engaged for 8 years. I know, 8 years, time to put a ring on it. Well, there is a ring on it already, yeah, there's a ring on it already, it's just we haven't made it official, like wedding official, but we've been together for so long. Like, we met back in middle school, so now granted we hadn't kept up with each other that whole entire time, but we like to say that we've known each other for a long time, so and been together for so long that we might as well be married. So next one, what's his name? My fiance's name is Brandon. He is 30. He's 4 months younger than me, but he tries to tell everybody that I'm his little old woman because my birthday falls in September of 83 and his is January of 84. So yeah, he's just weird. Yeah. he's a character, that's for sure. How long have you been trying to conceive? We've been trying to conceive back, oh goodness, I would say about 7 years. We were barely together for a year before we started talking about having kids. Actually, you know what, it was even earlier than that, but I think because we both wanted children, so that's just something we wanted. So unofficially for 7 years, officially for 5, because that's when I went to the doctor and said, hey, I'm not pregnant, what's going on? Okay. Let me see, what else? Okay, I already know our ages and whatnot. What baby will this be for you? Okay, our child. This will be our first child, but the thing I don't tell a lot of people, and because it's really hard and complicated to understand, and I probably won't even be able to explain it really well. We think that I miscarried back in 2009, but we're not entirely sure because by the time I got to a doctor 2 months later, she couldn't tell. But the way I look at it is what I felt and what I was going through was not normal. So to me, that's what it was. Excuse me, it just was never diagnosed. So this will be, if you want to get technical, our first baby, but could be our second. Yeah, because my periods have always been irregular ever since I was younger, so not having one for 2 or 3 months is no big deal. Not really, it's not a big deal, but it's not a shock. I'm used to it pretty much. Okay. So, am I on any medication? Or wait, any medical issues? I don't think my dwarfism is causing any of the infertility or whatnot. So, excuse me. So I don't. And my cat just fell off the TV, and the other one's chasing after her. Okay. Excuse me. Oh goodness. Okay. So yeah, I don't think that's it. I think what our infertility is I just don't ovulate. You know, he's had a sperm analysis done and it's normal, it's fine. It's just we think it's me. So, yeah. Are you on any medications right now for treatments for your infertility? Yes, I am on Clomid. I started Clomid on cycle day 5 of this month and until cycle day 10. And right now I am on cycle day 17. No, cycle day 19. So on Wednesday, on day 21, I go to have my blood work done to see what my levels are, and hopefully if they're decent and they show I ovulated, then we're good to go. You know, that the medication is working, because we have been to 5 different OB doctors within the past 5 years because they all get freaked out because I'm a little person, and it's, to me, I don't think it's right because they don't want to try to understand what's going on with us. They just want to, I call it throw me to the wolves, but I know that it's probably not even close to that. Excuse me, but yeah, they just want to throw me to fertility doctors, and I lucked out with this doctor that I got. She's awesome. I've only met her once, and I love her already. And so, she said if the levels are good, and I'm, this kind of hormone, I don't know what hormone exactly it is, but it's supposed to be a certain kind of hormone that I don't know, I guess it's like the ovulation hormone. I have I took medical terminology in college, and we learned a little bit about obstetrics, but I have no idea what in the heck she's talking about. But she said that if the hormone is secreting, then it is okay to keep on going up with the Clomid, because right now I am on 50 milligrams. So we're hoping that it works this time, but if not, then, you know, we're ready to keep on going. I think the next one is, how many kids do you want to have? Oh gosh, if I already explained this, I'm sorry to be repeating it. We want to have at least one biological child, and after that we want to adopt. I mean, if we could have 2 biological children, that would be awesome, but we still want to adopt. And, you know, I know, like many other ladies who have had problems conceiving, when you get a little older, like I'm talking about in your 30s, not in your 20s, but in your 30s, you think to yourself, oh, if I would have waited, or if I would have known that it was going to be this hard, I would have started trying a lot earlier. And that's the case for me. If I would have known, now granted, I was Well, yeah, well, you gotta think, okay, when me and my fiance got together, I was 23. So, 23 then, and I'm 31 now. I kind of, see, before I was with my fiance, I was married. And so, we were trying to have a baby then, too, but I kind of wanted a baby before I was 23. Or at least at 23. I had no idea that it was going to take me until into my 30s before I have kids. But yeah, we want to at least have one biological child and then adopt. And if for some reason we can't biologically have a child, that's fine, because we're gonna love our baby regardless where it comes from. Don't care where it comes from, what color it is, nationality. It did not bother us. Our baby will be our baby, whether it's a newborn, a toddler, a young child. We're open, we're game for anything pretty much. So yeah. So we want a couple kids. I want at least 3. We talked about 4, but I think 3 may be a good number. Okay, let's see. What are some of the crazy things you do while trying to conceive? I don't think that's anything I'm going to bring up here, because really there's nothing crazy about it, but that's just me. Are you crazy about taking pregnancy tests? No. But I get depressed when I take them, because normally they're negative, so yeah. Let me see. Do I have any pregnancy tests in the cabinet? No, I do not have any. Do I use OPKs? No, I don't. I used to in the very beginning, but it was a waste. Too much, they're expensive, and you know, unless you get them online, you're paying out the butt for OPKs, and you only get like 30 in a thing anyway of them, so you're better off buying them online. Buy in bulk. I never did, but buy in bulk. Does your fiance know all about trying to conceive? He basically knows the basics of it, like, we're trying to have a baby, and he understands that, he understands this is the process we're going to have to go through to get pregnant, so I think he kinda knows a little bit. Okay. How many times do you test? Times a day do you test? If I take it once and it's negative, I don't take another one. Let me see. Do you wait until a missed period to start taking a test? Not necessarily, because it seems like when I first got put on Clomid, it was a week after, like 2 weeks after I started my period, and I just wanted to start it again, that way I could just get on with it, and so I took to Provera. So Provera is the only thing that'll bring my aunt flow, so it's the only thing that'll bring her, I guess. But within the last couple months, I've been starting my period on my own. Now, on my own, I mean, it went from maybe 3 months to 2 months in between. But I took to Provera to start it again, and that way I could start the Clomid. So, yeah, I don't really know testing before your period starts. I don't really do that, so yeah, okay. Does anyone in your family or do my friends know I'm trying to conceive? Yes. Well, if they're close to me, they know, and a lot of my friends know because I've been pretty vocal with it and stuff. I mean, just, I don't know, it's like it's a part of our life. What's the point of not talking about it? So yeah, it's never really bothered me to tell anybody. Okay, do you want a boy or a girl? Well, I think, like most people, a lot of people, everybody wants at least one boy and one girl. But honestly, as long as the baby's healthy, I really don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. I think like every girly girl, which I'm a girly girl, thinks of dressing their little girls up in little dresses and bows and all kind of cute stuff. So, but I would want a little boy too. So I think, yeah, I think we pretty much, yeah, we're open to anything. Okay. How long will you try before you take a break or give up? Well, I think since we're getting up, oh gosh, I hate to say up in age because it's not up in age at all, because I know quite a few people that are having babies in their 30s and in their 40s. But I think maybe if we're not pregnant, excuse me, by the time I'm 35, I think that'll probably be our stopping moment right there, honestly. 35 or 36, and then we're done. And then we'll go with the route with adopting after that. Is your significant other on the same page as you as far as trying to conceive? I think that goes with the other question. He kind of knows what's going on. He doesn't know a whole lot about it. Okay. Now I'm going to start on some of the questions over here. What keeps you busy during the 2-week wait? When I was doing that, I don't know. I kind of didn't do anything because I didn't want to stress myself out. So normally I don't. What day do you normally ovulate? I have no idea. No clue whatsoever. How many pregnancy books do you own? Okay. I've had quite a few. Like really quite a few. I have the What to Expect When You're Expecting, What to Expect When You're Trying to Conceive, which I can't find that book now, so go figure. I've had quite a few books. I've even had books on twins, because for the longest time I wanted twins. And I figured if I got twins, I would be done. I told the doctor, sew me up, cut, burn, tie, everything. No more babies, we're done. So, yeah, I thought about having twins too. I would like to have twins, but with my frame and how small I am, with me being compact and stuff, I don't exactly know how that would turn out. So, yeah. Alright, what relieves stress? What are some stress relievers when trying to conceive? I really don't have any. I just try not to think about it. I mean, you're going to get stressed regardless. So I guess trying to be around my niece and my nephews and just get my mind off of it. What themes or designs do you want for your nursery? Well, for a girl, I think I really want to do Tinkerbell because I love Tinkerbell. And they're coming out with some baby Tinkerbell stuff, but maybe Tinkerbell for a girl. And for a boy, I'm leaning toward Mickey Mouse or Winnie the Pooh. Although I haven't quite decided yet. And let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to situate myself. Okay. Do you plan to do pregnancy vlogs if I conceive? Yes, because I'm starting them now. I am even gonna continue them after, like I said earlier, to try to make it to where, you know, you see from my perspective, you know, how I deal with being a little person, you know, with a baby, because odds are very, very high that my child, with my fiance being an average sized person, we call him AH for average height, with him being average height, our baby, we have a 1 in 4 chance of it being a little person because my form is recessive, so it's not gonna take right away. So the fact that my baby will 9 times out of 10, I believe, is going to be an average size baby. So being a little mom and having an average size baby, so it's going to be challenging, I understand that, but it's going to be worth it. So I'll have to adapt, but I think we'll be just fine. Who are your favorite YouTubers to watch? Pregnancy-wise, I don't really watch anybody. I know that sounds awful, and I probably should, but I don't. I mean, I haven't really looked up a whole lot, but I'm sure I'll find somebody. I mean, there's got to be somebody out there I will like to watch. What have you bought for your future baby? Okay, here's how I handled that. I've been buying, obviously, stuff within the past 5 years. Now, since we've been trying to conceive, my middle sister has had 2 kids. My niece is 4, and my nephew is 1. So I'll pick up stuff, and I'll be like, here, I got this for you. But keep it for me in case we get pregnant, and I can use it. So she's like my safety net, kinda. I'll give it to her and be like, hey, can you hold this for me, or whatever. But I've done quite a bit of that. Since she's had a boy and a girl, I figure, okay, I should be pretty set. But my mom has baby stuff constantly, so I think we're gonna be good. And also I have some stuff in storage. We're waiting to get into a new apartment, so I have all of our stuff is in storage, so I have a lot of baby stuff in storage, like dolls, clothes. I think I even have bottles in there somewhere. I mean, you name it, I possibly have it. I mean, yeah. Do we have a birth plan? Yes. Mainly because with me being a little person and high risk, basically when I get pregnant, I will be seeing my OBGYN less frequently, and I'll be seeing more of, because I live in Ohio, I live close to Columbus, so I will have to go to Columbus basically every month and see a maternal fetal medicine doctor. So he's going to take over my care there, but I'll still see my OB doctor occasionally, I guess. But depending on how far along I can keep the pregnancy, my baby, I could make it all the way up to 37 weeks or whatnot, and just make it all the way up there, or I could maybe only make it to 34 weeks, or they might have to take it early depending on how big the baby is getting and how it's affecting my body and stuff. So it's all gonna depend pretty much. But yeah, we pretty much we've got a plan. We know what we're doing for the most part. But yeah, I think that is the end of the tag. Yay, it's done. And coming in under a half hour too. That's fun. But yeah, thank you for listening and watching, and if you have any questions whatsoever, whether it be me being a little person, like it doesn't even have to do with trying to conceive, just anything you're curious about, I can guarantee you anything you've asked, or anything you're curious about, I've already been asked it before, so nothing really surprises me for the most part. And you're not going to offend me either. I'm kind of hard to offend for the most part. I mean, as long as you're not being, like, extremely rude about it, I think we'll be good. But, yeah, just leave a comment, like the video, comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think. If you have questions or concerns or whatever, just leave them for me, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. And yeah, so alrighty, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye.